President William Ruto has officially handed over the 1,080 housing units to Mukuru affordable housing beneficiaries in Embakasi South, terming it a big step in the realization of the affordable housing program. The handing over follows the completion of over 13,248 residential units in the new Mukuru estate, set to benefit 1,080 families. The development sits on 56 acres of piece of land, with the head of state describing the project as a dignified approach to living in Nairobi and the most consequential step of his political career.
Leo hii nilikuja pale kuanzisha huu mradi. Wengi hawakuamini, waliniambia haiwezekani, waliniambia mimi ni mrongo. Leo niko hapa. Imewezekana, haijawezekana? Imetimia, haijatimia? Ni ukweli, si ukweli? Ni ukweli ama ni uongo? Ni ukweli jameni? Leo familia 1,080 kutoka mahali pa chini pale Mukuru, mahali hakuna choo, hakuna maji, nyumba inavuja mvua, hakuna mahali pa kujisafisha, hakuna amani, hakuna barabara. Leo wale watu wa Mukuru wamehama kutoka slum, sasa wamekuja kwa estate ya Mukuru, new Mukuru.
President Ruto further castigated critics of his policies, telling them off for lacking solutions to issues affecting Kenyans but engaging in political bickering. He vowed not to be distracted to his bottom-up economic transformation agenda, adding that his track record will defend his 2027 contest.
Kuna wakati utakuja wa siasa na majira ya siasa itakuja. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Mafundi wenye wanajua nani anajua kufanya kazi, nani hajui, nani wa mdomo, nani wa kazi, ni nyinyi wananchi, na nyinyi ndio mtaamua vile mambo itakavyokwenda. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ni kweli ama si kweli? Mnasema tuendelee na kazi, siasa baadaye, kazi kwanza, siasa baadaye.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of conflict of interest and 1 count of unlawful acquisition of public property. According to the charge sheet, Natembeya is accused of receiving indirect financial benefits from companies that traded with the county government between January 2023 and April of 2025. In 1 count, he allegedly acquired 1.1 million Kenya shillings from Mercy Chelangat, the director of Liamo Agro Science Limited and proprietor of Maria Stores. Both entities reportedly did business with the county. In another count, the governor is accused of receiving 2.1 million Kenyan shillings from Emmanuel Ofula Musungo, the beneficial owner of Easterly Winds Limited, which also traded with the county. The charges are, however, different from the ones the EACC leveled as part of their ongoing investigations leading to the dramatic raid of his Kitale home. The EACC also alleges that Natembeya unlawfully acquired public funds amounting to 3.25 million Kenya shillings, part of payments made by the county to Chelangat's farm. He has been arraigned at the Milimani Anti-Corruption Court after spending the night at the EACC cells. He is accompanied by his party leader Junior Malwa, among a battery of lawyers who have castigated Natembeya's woes as a political witch hunt over his stance on government policies. The prosecution has denied the bail application, arguing that Natembeya might interfere with the evidence as adduced.
The direction sections you need to believe that because we oppose bail, and bail being ordinarily a right, then it is has to go first in an application to oppose bail. Then we take the court through the affidavit, the factual matrix. Then we take the court through the affidavit, the factual matrix. Allow me to take the court through the legal matrix. Now I'll start by indicating that the law on bail is almost application in
Pearl Newsbeat.
And expelled UDA-nominated Senator Gloria Orwoba has filed an appeal at the High Court against her expulsion from the ruling party. The National Executive Committee ratified her expulsion, citing disloyalty, including Orwoba's attendance at the homecoming of former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i and the public criticisms of government programs as grounds for her removal. Consequently, Consolata Wabwire from Kimilili, Bungoma County was nominated to replace Orwoba and her name forwarded to the office of the Clerk of the Senate. Senate. Orwoba is seeking to stay the decision as the matter filed under a certificate of urgency.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Still at the corridors of justice, hearing of the murder trial against former Migori Governor Okoth Obado has resumed at the High Court in Nairobi, with his co-accused persons Michael Oyamo and Kaspalo Bureau expected to testify. The case relates to the killing of the then Rongo University student Sharon Otieno in 2018 in Homa Bay County. Obado, who was then serving as Migori governor, was charged alongside his personal assistant Michael and Kaspal, which they have all denied the charges. The High Court judge Cecilia Githua last year found all the three with a case to answer and subsequently put them on their defenses.
Pearl Newsbeat.
In other news, universal health care workers are out at the Ministry of Health offices in Nairobi demanding permanent employment, payment of outstanding gratuities, salary equalization and allocation of their budget in the 2025-2026 financial year. The health professionals say their grievances have been ignored far too long, despite playing a critical role in implementing the government's flagship UHC program. The protest coincides with the absence of Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale among MOH top officials who are attending the World Health Assembly in Geneva. UHC staff issued a notice to Nairobi police informing them of the planned protest in the capital today.
Leo tumekuja kwa waemployer na tunataka PNP, and we are not goons. We are in our motherland. Mkono juu tuimeenda.
Yesterday, Tharaka Nithi Governor Muthomi Njuku, who chairs the Council of Governors Health Committee, opposed the national government's decision to transfer the payroll of the universal health coverage staff to counties without accompanying funds and proper job grading.
We will not be accepting a payroll that is not properly construed, because the UHC staff since 2020 have been on a job group that is very discriminative compared to their colleagues. They almost earn, I think, a third of the salary that the rest of the colleagues earn.
The CS is trying to transfer his problem to us, because the moment their contract ends, they'll start demanding that counties absorb them. And all we're saying is, where is the money to absorb them?
Meanwhile, the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council, KMPDC, has launched a fully digital health facility registration system. KMPDC said the initiative aligns with its broader mandate to streamline operations, promote transparency, and enhance service delivery. The digitized system enhances data accuracy, enables automated validation, and ensures real-time audit trails. The council added that any errors will result in rejection, underscoring the need for accurate and honest submissions.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And across the borders, U.S. President Donald Trump says Russia and Ukraine will immediately start negotiating towards a ceasefire and an end to the war after a phone call conversation with the Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin. Trump, who described the conversation as having gone very well, also said conditions for peace will need to be negotiated between the two parties. Despite the note of optimism from Trump, who also spoke with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, any ceasefire or peace deal does not appear close. Putin said he was ready to work with Ukraine on a memoranda on the possible future peace agreement, while Zelensky said this is a defining moment and urged the US not to distance itself from the talks. In his remarks, the Russian president did not address demands from the US and European countries for an unconditional 30-day ceasefire. Earlier this month, the new Pope offered the Vatican as a venue for possible peace talks after Putin turned down Zelensky's offer to meet face-to-face in Turkey for negotiations.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.